Hello, hello. I am live. It says I am live. I've got some really amazing news. I'm just going to check on my phone if I am really live. As you can already tell from my amazing ticker down here, the news are coming in. I've been featured in forums about the 7 best investments to make in 2021, and I will have a $1,500 secret for you, which I will reveal in a minute with you once I've checked if I'm live. It looks like I am live. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while since I came on to actually and actually do a Facebook live video because I have been very, very busy recording interviews. I have recorded interview number 20 today for our online course summit, and it's going well. I've been back to back, boom, boom, boom. And yeah, I see the first people coming in. Let me know. Say hi, don't be shy. Drop a comment below. Let me know who's tuning in from where. I haven't spoken to you guys in ages. So quick update. This is going to be like a 10-15 minute video, I would say, about the article which came out just now, how I got featured in Forbes, and I have a celebration for you. I'm going to give you $1,500 gift, which is a discount on my course, which I'm going to talk about at the end. So if you are interested in creating an online course, just DM me and say code, and I will message you a private code, which is valid for 48 hours, and will give you $1,500 off my signature course, which is From Idea to Course, which helps you to create a profitable online course. Cool. All right, now I'm going to just quickly hop over to Facebook and see if there are any comments, because I am with StreamYard and they've changed a few things and I can't see much. Okay, but it's working on my phone, so that should be fine. Hi, Nagitsa, nice to have you here. Thanks for tuning in. Everyone else, say hi, don't be shy. I can see you there, but I can't see your comments. All right, so I've been featured in Forbes, and it's actually a very big thing for me because, I mean, come on, who doesn't want to be featured in Forbes? And it's an amazing thing, and it gives you a lot of credibility. If a publication like Forbes actually pays attention to you, right? That absolutely gives you confidence and credibility and more authority and everything. Like, publications is an amazing thing you can get into, and if you haven't done so yet, just get the ball rolling, get the party started, and get your butt into these publications. I would like to share with you what I've been featured on and how I did that briefly, and how you can do that too. And we are going to also talk about what they've featured me on, right? Because clearly I would like to share this with you peeps. All right. So as you already can see in the ticker below, which is pretty cool, I love it in StreamYard, the 7 best investments to make in 2021. So Jeff Ross is the contributor of this article from Forbes, who wrote this article, and one of the things he suggested is building a side hustle, which I came then in with my online courses. I'm just seeing a few people are tuning in here. Nice to have you here, guys. Say hi, don't be shy. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I would love to know. Hi, Manu. How is it going? All right. So I just want to briefly show you this article and give you this guy, Jeff Ross, writes about personal finance. And I mean, 2020 is a shitty year for many of us. So here's some really great advice on the best investments you can make in 2021. Let's start with number 1, which is build your cash reserves. I'm not going to get into these apart from online courses, of course, because that's my area of expertise, and I'm not going to talk about stocks or anything else what's listed here, but I'm going to show you that it is there, and I'm actually going to also drop the article below so you can see, you can actually see that this is real. Hi, Manu. There you go. Yes, there it is. Cool. All right. So number 1 out of 7, build your cash reserves. Number 2, stocks. Still the way to go in 2021. So he says, number 3, real estate. I could vouch for that. I'm in that too. And then number 4, pay down or pay off debt. And then number 5, launch or accelerate your retirement savings plan. Number 6, make 2021 the year you begin investing in yourself. I would also highly encourage you to do that no matter in what area of your life. There are 10 very important areas in our lives where we constantly need to take care of: love, health, relationships, platonic relationships, or romantic relationships, however you want to split it. And yeah, invest in yourself, invest in coaching, invest in courses, invest in books, in seminars, in whatever you need to do in order to educate yourself and develop your personal self further, so you can be happy in all of these areas, because that is so important, because they're all connected with each other, right? So that's all what I'm going to say to that, because I'm absolutely totally in for that money thing today. The best 7 investments you can make in yourself in 2021. And I fall here under invest in a side business. And that's the best way to go. Here is my quote, just a little proof for you guys out there that it's there. And I'm talking about how online courses can have changed my life and my students' life, and can change yours very much as well, right? So if you want to read more, hi Oz, what's happening? If you want to read more on that article, I dropped the link below. You can check it out and read it further, because now I'm actually going to talk to you about the 8 reasons why you should create an online course right now. Because there will be 8 becauses, 8 reasons why. All right, let's begin. Begin is the key word here anyways, because if you don't get started, if you just listen to me, and if you just take in my content, it will not help you unless you actually take action. The best content in the world does not help anyone if you don't get the next steps into place, okay? Or the first step. You don't have to do everything at the same time. You don't have to go, Grant Cardone style, even though that would be really cool. Just get started and take the first step. But today I want to talk to you about the 8 reasons why you should create an online course and run your own digital classes. Okay. So who is here? Let me just see. There's lots of people. Manisha, how is it going? Hi. Say hi. Don't be shy, peeps. All right. So one of the major reasons, and this prediction actually came out before Corona. So think about this. Always go with the market trend. Go into a market where the trend is going upwards and not downwards. This is just very basic business knowledge, but it's so worth mentioning, because obviously the digital education industry has skyrocketed since Corona, because everyone is clearly forced to be at home and everyone watches lots more stuff and hangs out online a lot more. So people are looking for things to learn. And this statistics, so the online education industry was poised to be 375 billion industry by 2026, and these statistics came out pre-corona, BC, if you wish, so before corona, right? So think about it. Now, since we have this disaster going on in the world, this has even increased more. I do not have the stats on that. I have not found a report yet, but it's like that, because so many businesses who were not in the digital marketing space before have pivoted. For example, a yoga studio. If you take a yoga studio and you're in lockdown, you have a yoga studio, you pay rent for it every single month, but you cannot host a yoga class because it's lockdown, and you will be fined a ridiculous amount of money if you meet people. If it's not, a necessity, if you don't have a dog, which you need to go for a walk. Hi, Nubby, which you go for a walk with. Hi, Hillary. Yeah, thank you. You know how much this meant to me. Yeah. So yeah, unless if you're in lockdown and if you have businesses, for example, the yoga studio, you cannot hold any classes. So what do? You still got to pay your rent. So businesses like that were forced to pivot. They didn't think about this before, but because the economy, the whole world, the behavior, everything has changed, they had to do something, and they moved their classes online. It's that simple. So now they have lifted the limits of their restrictions. You can only fit this many people in a yoga room, 20, 30, 40, maybe 50 people, depending on how big your property is, right? Now, since you can do Zoom yoga classes, you can have unlimited people participating, and they make even much more money. I think that was in London, this example I found, a yoga studio in London doing it this way. That's one example out of many, many, many businesses doing it this way, right? So the market demands it, and now even more than ever, now even more than pre-corona, basically. So that is reason number one. The market trend is going upwards, and you should totally join. The best time to join is right now. Reason number two, why you should totally create an online course. And by the way, if you want the super discount, oh wow, so many peeps. Draghi, hey Michelle, what's happening? If you want a $1,500 discount for the people who are just jumping in on my signature course, just let me know, and I will send me a private message and say code, and I will send you a code. I'll just put this here. Get $1,500 off my signature course. From idea to course for the next 48 hours. DM me code. Code, did you get that, peeps? The signature course from idea to course. Just checking spelling mistakes because I embarrass myself on average like once or twice a week on social media, not knowing how to spell words. All right. So if you want to have $1,500 off my $2,000 course, you can get it now, because I do not want to be, money is not the issue here. If you are looking to build a business right now and that money is in your way, this should not be an issue. So message me and I will help you out. This offer is valid for the next 48 hours and you can get in for that. I don't care about it. I would really want to celebrate and share my happiness with you, because it's a nice thing to be featured in Forbes, and money should not be the issue here. If you're stuck, if you want to create an online course, and if you need help, this is your time to act right now. Just DM me and I will sort you out. Cool. Currently, for those who are tuning in, hi Tragi, what's happening? For those who are tuning in, we are talking about the 8 reasons why you should create an online course, and I'm celebrating being featured in Forbes. Cool. So you can create a somewhat passive income stream. I say somewhat passive. I am not marketing this as, well, sometimes I do, because I, it's there is no passive income stream. Sorry, I've been like recording over 20 interviews. There's no such thing as fully passive income streams. So let's be clear about that. When I say passive income stream, I mean you create the product once and you sell it over and over and over again. It's not like you're going back and you're going repackage or readjust or, create a specific different customized package for a different customer. Every customer is different. You create this one course once. It's like this forever, and you just keep concentrating on marketing and selling. It saves so much time, and that's what I consider as passive. Of course, you're gonna then, automate your things and stuff like that to save you even more time, but that goes beyond what I want to discuss today. I just want to give you the reason why you should create an online course, because you can create a somewhat passive income. You can save so much time through having an online course in place and have just a life back. This is also I think this was the number one reason what all of these people I've interviewed. I've interviewed over 20 experts and course creators over the last week. That's why you haven't seen much of me on Facebook as well. And they all said, I always ask them, what has changed for you in your life since you've implemented online courses in your business model? And they all said, I just have more time. I just have a life. I can spend the time I want with my family, with my dog, with my husband, with my kids, or just with myself, following my hobbies or doing things outside of work, because that's also very important, to just live a life outside of work, right? I know it's really hard for me too sometimes, because I love my work so much and I do work far too much. People tell me this, but whatever. But it's just more so having the opportunity to not work if you don't need to, right? It takes the pressure off the shoulders. It just gives you a much more relaxed life. Like, you are less stressed. You don't need to worry. If your system is set up properly, and of course, if your funnel is in place and all of these things, if you've done it properly, and there's ways to, to learn this, for example, my course, then you can totally set this up in the right way. Cool. Reason number 2. So first, the market demands it. E-learning industry is skyrocketing. Number 2, build a passive income. Number 3, online courses are pandemic resistance. No matter how many times the virus changes. Now I was meant to go back to Bali, then before I go, the border shuts down because the English strain, the UK, the new strain of the virus has arrived everywhere in the world now anyway, right? So you don't need to change your online course business according to these things. Like, it's different to me. Previously, I had a tour business. I was working in tourism previously, and it's like, it's nothing. So many different things depend on it, right? Nobody in tourism works right now. We had issues with not just corona, like before, like tsunami warnings, volcano eruptions, staff not showing up because it's a different culture. Their work ethics is just different. A million reasons why that didn't work out, right? But online courses are pandemic resistance no matter what happens around the world. So all you need to make sure, even if you lose your laptop or whatever, the internet will still be there. You still have a business. It's not being destroyed by any of that stuff, what you can't control, outside forces. So it minimizes the risk, So that was reason number 3. Peeps, so nice to have you guys here. I just look at my phone. If I look down, I'm just checking my phone who is here, right? Cool. Reason number 4. Probably the second biggest reason, what people have reported to me in all of these interviews, and what is one of my main reasons to being location independent. I've been working online since 2014, and I've been traveling since 2013. So I travel around, and then 2014, I built my first travel business online. I had a travel agency online, and it just allows you to work from anywhere. If I want to go home, I can just pull up my laptop in the middle of nowhere in my dad's house, where where's like 100 people in the village. Or if I go to Bali and I sit there in my villa, or if I'm sitting here in my house, in my green screen, with my green screen, which you guys don't see right now because I'm faking to sit in a beautiful office with this background. Anyway, you can work from anywhere. All you need is a laptop and an internet connection, basically. Though I have to say, it's not, if you travel a lot, and I have traveled so much over the last 12 years, like if you're just starting out with a business, that's probably not ideal, because it's actually obviously more difficult to keep the business running and to stay focused and productive if you're changing countries and planes and going from here to there, organizing transport and dealing with different languages and cultures and blah, blah, blah. So I wouldn't recommend this unless your business is stable, you know what you're doing, you know that you have a stable internet connection when you have interviews or whatever you do, calls and things like that. So, but it's just also for moms, it's very beneficial, because if you've got kids, you don't want to go to an office, you can just work from home. So much time which you save also, which leads me into point number 5 as well, have more time. So much time you save not driving to an office back and forth. Like when I was working in London, I was a real estate agent in London, and salesperson, sold flats. Crazy story, which I really want to tell you about at some point. I was thinking about it today. Absolute crazy stories. But yes, I was, you travel at least 2 hours from my house to the office, one way. So I sit in the tube for 4 hours a day, because I need to go to this office with this crazy boss I had and things like that. It's just, it's just, you save so much time not commuting to an office, to a job which you actually don't like. All right. So you work less and you have more time. So because you, as I mentioned already, you automate as much as possible. Most of the things you can just automate and then pick the one thing which you like and focus on that. For example, creating blog posts, building a YouTube channel, building a podcast, whatever your main source of traffic will be, where you drive that traffic towards your core content, webinar, mini course, challenge, whatever that is. Just focus on that and do the things that make you happy. Like, I'm the happiest person on earth if I can create a blog post. It just, for some reason, is like meditation for me. I really like it and I really like to write. So, automate as much as possible, work less, and have more time for yourself. Reason number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Reason number 6. Hello, Kunal. Hello, Marcella. What's happening? Reason number 6, you can serve more people on a much larger scale. Online courses are scalable to the moon and back. Here it is. This is most useful for coaches, clearly, right? If you're doing one-on-ones or if you're doing group coaching, either way, you only have 24 hours in your day, and this is it. And preferably you want to have a life. You don't want to work the 24 hours. You want to maybe sleep 8. Then there is another 8 for your kids and husband. There's another 8 for hobbies, and 6 for whatever, however you want to do it. You cannot work once your working hours are filled. This is it. So with an online course, you can serve as many people as you want. You can have unlimited of copies of your online course. You never run out of stock, and you can serve many more people on a much broader scale. And this is your duty, right? Also, I know you guys message me a lot about sales. How am I so good in sales? Because I'm confident in my products and I believe in my mission, right? So if you are not, you must see selling is a service. So you must see it like this. Like if you get your mindset wrapped around that and you really believe in what you do, selling becomes easy to you because you're going to change someone else's life who is going through your course. So you basically owe it to the world to serve more people. If you don't do it, I consider that as selfish, because you do have a skill and you do have something to share with the world what would change someone else's life. People are searching 200 billion hits every single day on Google to look for the answer of something. And surely something inside of you what you can teach to someone. Now you're going to come, oh, but there's so many other courses out there and there's so many other more famous people than I am, blah, 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 blah. All this negative talk, screw it immediately already, because all of the other people don't have your experience and they are not at the level where you are at. Even if there is a guy like Grant Cardone, for example, or some famous person who is teaching something, so many people in your circles cannot identify themselves with that person because it seems too far away, right? If a person teaches how to make money, then it's like, for example, and you are friends with them, or you know them, or you are more on their level, or like 1 or 2 steps ahead of them, it's much more easy for them to also believe in themselves that they can make this, because they can see, oh, Tina, she's done it this way. Surely I can do it too, right? Now, if I'm talking to you like this, you believe in this more rather than, for example, listening to Grant Cardone because he's so far away. He's a billionaire. He's just brought out this amazing show. He's a billionaire. So it's really hard to go from I am broke to, oh, I could be a billionaire, to get that mindset shift going, right? But I can convince you to make your first $10,000 a month, or at least the first $1,000 even. It depends on where you are financially. This is all a mindset shift. The number on your bank account is exactly proportional with your mindset. This is it. Like, there's no all these things you're going to learn, like this, the skills on how to create an offer, how to set up the automation, how to build a landing page, what type of equipment to use, what type of online school, all of that stuff is a skill and everyone can learn it. It's just like reading a book, studying it, and doing it, putting it into practice. Everyone can do this. It's just your mindset what is holding you back. Right? So don't come to me with that excuse and say, like, there's so many other courses out there. There's so many other people out there who talk about this already, and whatever excuses you have. Hi, Noran, how's it going? It's not valid. I don't take this. Like, don't talk to yourself like this. Have a bit more trust and believe in yourself, right? And you can do this. And that's all I'm going to say about that. What are we having next? Position yourself as an authority in the space. Amazing for brand building. Yes, because there's one thing. It's one thing to know about a topic, right? It's another thing to actually then put it into practice yourself, because you will learn so much more about the topic when you put into practice yourself. And number 3, then is the next level. When you actually teach it to other people, it's the next level, what makes you, what positions you as the authority. Because it's hard to you may know great things about your topic. You may know it. You may be the most knowledgeable person in the world about this topic. But if you're not able to teach it, it doesn't help anyone. So if you can show, here is my book, here's my course, this is the results I have made for my students and stuff, that's when you are going to be seen as an authority. Okay, there's different levels. I'll repeat one more time. Learning it yourself, learning it, knowing about it is one thing. Implementing it yourself is the next level, which is great. But then teaching it to someone else is the next level, which is amazing. You change other people's life and you become better at your craft as well, right? And you don't have to be perfect. Your first copy of your course doesn't have to be perfect. Don't even think like that. Don't even go in there and thinking everything needs to be perfect. Here's another thing I'm going to give to you. Perfectionism is a level of procrastination, and it took me 33 years. I think it took me 33 years to understand this. I only came across this recently, to get over this, to actually just ship. And I've been shipping ever since. I have made this mindset shift. I've been just pumping out content and building and this and that. It's been going well on my side. With, if you look at my online stuff and stuff, you know it anyway. Because I overcame my perfectionism thing. You can twist and tweak and all your shit, like, until the end of the days. If you, oops, are you still there? If you, if you're never going to ship it because the color of your button is wrong or whatever, it's not going to change anyone's life, and it's not going to change your bank account either if you're a perfectionist and you can't get yourself to ship it. So how did I end up there? Because I actually wanted to talk about brand building and how it positions yourself as an authority in this space. Cool. Point number 8. All the successful people are offering online education already. Hello, Thomas, Arimond, what's happening? Follow what works. Don't reinvent the wheel. If the big peeps are doing it, that means it's working out for them. And it can work out for you as well. That's it. It is very, very simple. I'm also going to drop this this article actually below, so you can read a little bit more on that too. Wow, my URL is really long. Now don't reinvent this. I did not know that my URL is so long. That's not so good for my SEO. Let me check if that's actually really true. Damn, I got to work on that. Yeah, well, it's going to be this for now. You can click below and read that article if you want. Is that clickable? Maybe not. Yes, it is. So 8 reasons why you should totally get into online courses. And if you want to get, where are we at? Is on my blog. So here, there's a little bit more in-depth explanation of what I've, talked you through really briefly, really quickly right now. And yeah, I hope this inspired you guys. And yeah, this is it for me today. I think if you've got any questions, let me know. If you want the discount, then just DM me code and I will get you set up. This offer is valid for the next 48 hours because we are celebrating this big event that I've been featured on Forbes in the 7 best investments you can make in 2021. Find the link below, check it out. And anything else? I will see you soon. Yeah, I will see you very soon. I've got so many other things to talk to you about another time, but now I'm going to go and get some rest. Thank you so much for tuning in. Mwah! It's been my pleasure. And take advantage of this discount code because, let me see how I can stop sharing. Take advantage of this code because, yeah, my course is usually $2,000 and you can get it for the $1,500 off right now. Money is not the issue here. Just get in and do the work and I will see you on the other side.